Hi and welcome to rebuild number 7 of my series, and we're getting into them. We've got a few more to go, but this one is a Revell model. It's a Messerschmitt Bf110C version, and a variant I think was a 4 or something to that effect. Again, it's a 40-year-old build that I did, and it's tooling. I'll show it underneath the intro that I put in there, so you'll get to see what it is. I think I've still got the box cover for it too, but I didn't bring that for show and tell today. For those who are just having a look, please stick around, have a look and see what I'm doing to this old plane that I built, as I said, a long time ago. And for those who come back to see how my planes are progressing, and perhaps my skills are progressing, it's great. I've got an idea about this one in the fact that I probably want to upgrade the cockpit, which will help for future jobs, but it needs something. It needs a good weather, but it needs something to make it stand out a little bit better than what it used to be. So stick with it, stick with me, and we'll progress, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see at the end. Thanks, and let's see what we've got to work with. What have we got to work with? We've got the Bf110, engine covers off, cool. A short one section of machine guns on the front, which is what we can fix. Now the Hornet, I think, which what the logo is supposed to represent. I'll put this on. We've got that. It's on. The Hornet, yeah, she's a bit crackly in the old decal, but I'm going to leave it that way, I think. Okay, we've got pilot, rear gunner, and canopy, so that's alright. Paint's pristine. Shame about the decals, all gone crackly, but that's how life is. And same with the one on the other wing. But then again, they're old. So engine works really not too bad. It even shows the support piece for the engine, which is terrific. Undercarriage solid as a rock, so we're good with that. Just got 2 door covers to put up back on, which is not too much for drama. All the way down the back is good. Decal on the side is good. Missing a tail emblem, but this never went on, so that's alright. Okay. What I'm going to do is remove those and that. Take Hergelberg out here because his uniform looks like crap, as does this bloke here. He looks like he's constipated. And that leaves me with a good open canvas, I think, to do something particular with the internals there. I do have the machine gun that he's supposed to be playing with down the back as well, so that's good. Now let's have a look underneath. Standard on the tail. As I said, 2 door covers we have, solid wheels. Decal on that side's gone to pot, but I'm just going to leave that. And the external one is the same again. The only thing with panel lines on this is the fact that all the panel lines stick out, don't actually go in. So do something with that. No real detail in the air intake, so we'll leave it at that. Got some work to do with a couple of little pieces down there, and the aerial is on. There's another round aerial I think is missing, but the tail wheel is there and that's solid. So again, try and make that blue blend down a bit, blend over the top blue. So I'm going to try a different technique that I've seen, so we'll try that. And I think even that's sort of the colour, I'm going to try and probably change that to an RLM, a grey green that is more obviously some seatbelt operations. I didn't fail to show before, but all that cockpit detail is quite good, but they just put two pieces of stuff on the sides and called that detail, so that could change a bit. Hopefully I can do something with that. And the wireless, what is it? Let's see if we can focus on that. Yeah, that detail there is not up to good, and as I said, there's the cockpits. The stuff on the right and the left of where the pilot's at, that needs some work. The other stuff is good. That's bad. That seat's wrong by my standards, and that seat there is just passable, and that's supposed to be ammo clips, that black thing sticking out there. So we'll run with that, tidy it up. But the side decals are pretty good, and they're all there, so that makes a difference. Okay, right, time to play. Back at the rest of it, so it's all solid, it's all there. The paintwork's pristine, basically. Let's have a crack and see what we can do with that Messerschmitt. Now, I said I'd get myself one of these, and I did. Put it together. It's not a bad little unit. It came in from China, I think. But especially now that I have the large plane to put on it and roll over, and I'm just tired of putting wheels back on after they crack off. I'm going to use this, set it down, and I'll show you what it looks like. Right, mounted upside down so I don't bugger up an aerial or anything like that. So it's good. It's got little lugs for the rubber bands to go on it, just in case I hit it and it decides to spring. And this one came with an extra in the fact that it's got little wheels, rollers underneath, so I can move it around without lifting it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, first part of the play is to look at, as I said, the blue, try and fade it down. And because all the panel lines, let me find a panel line. Yeah, alright. Because the panel lines are raised, I might try and do them with a lead pencil on the mark, and then give it a bit of a rub, which will give us some sort of definition at least. And you can see I haven't done anything here, but you can see the sort of with a rub, it'll give it some sort of panel effect, and that's all I want to do is try and break down that look, as you can see. And it's just straight line. So, task to go. Right, I've done a small bit of work, just lined out the lead pencil across those straight lines and used a cotton wool bud to rub in with a little touch of moisture to rub in. And now, seeing that the tail rudders and elevators were made of fabric. As you can see, it's even got the fabric grain in it. That's really come up pretty good. That's where the tail wheel is, and again on this side here. So compared that, what's that? Compared that look with that look, and yeah, it looks shaded and panelled. So we'll go with a lot of rubbing and a bit of pencil graphite on the nose, and I think that's going to block it down. Right, well, I got nearly all of it done, just this last section here to do, and just play with a bit of graphite in the downlines, and then I'll get to that piece last, but rivets there, so get up on that. You can hear it rubbing against them. Just before that P. There's a panel line sticking out just there. I'll take that one up. Rivets here. And continuation of the line. So that's basically all I've been doing, is just chasing the panel lines that are vertical out of the mould. You'll see, that one is not very high at all, but it's there. So you get a line on him as best you can, and that one, and there's a high piece here. Yeah, where's that one? There. That one there around the landing light. Take that out to the tip. Give that a good dose. And the last bit of that one under there. Give it a bit. That I've got to do that yet too. So that and that will all get done in the one hit. But yeah, cotton wool bud, and basically start rubbing. Be careful not to take out things that you shouldn't take out. Now, get a bit of shade into the panel. And you see it's starting to get darkish. That gets me the graphite then in the polish it in. A little bit, oh that's got paint on it. That one. A little bit of moisture on the cottonwool bud. Basically bring it up to my lips, so that's about it. Not spit on it or anything, but it's a little too much there. I'll get some off that. Don't want it to look too dark, but then again the other panel up there came up dark for no same reason. I don't know what it is. Okay, as you can see, I've come across there. I've still got to do the engine nacelles, and turn him around. You can see the other wing out there is just about the same, and I've been down the length of the body as well, and the tail was the first section I did, so it's looking fairly good. And the side of the plane there, it stands out a little bit, hell of a lot better. But I've still got to do the engine nacelles, the doors, and now those the flaps and the aileron. Okay, complete. Underneath, happy with. Could be a little too dark, but I'll go with that. Now I was able to throw a little bit of black acrylic on those there just to bring them back up a little bit, but if I put white on it in the next section, you can guarantee it's going to look too bright. So we'll stay with that. Black is dull, so that's alright. Knocked off one stick there, which has got to go back on. I do have that one there, which is the pitot tube. That a round circle there, and those rails of some sort have got to go down in the bottom. One engine I've noticed here is a little wobbly, so I'll fix that. And the other thing I was looking madly at was perhaps drilling some round holes in a square tube. That's funny. But those there, drill some holes in those. I think I might do that before I put these panels back on the doors. I will leave the antenna array until last. Go sure as eggs, I'll knock them off again. So what I'm going to do is fire up the drill, burr a few holes, just to give it a bit of depth, because when you look at it from the top side where the other half of the exhaust go, yeah, it just looks a bit awkward. Other than that, I don't know what to do about a wash or some sort of thing across the top. The green combo is rather pristine, so got like this one, I got to dull it down a bit and fix it up. One thing I noticed when I was doing the thing, probably see it more so with this one here, that there should be a good one for a Revell. That there should be a big hole for that wheel to fit into, which it isn't. So Revell, whatever they want to call themselves, failed miserably on that one. It's about the look and the thing. Just you get into the detail, and some of it's very wrong. But it was all about being a model that you built. It's not an exact replica. All right, let's have a do at that. Shot. Not big holes, but just so that they look like holes. Don't do that, it hurts. Told you not to do that. Don't do that. Alright, around the other side. That makes things difficult. I'm not left-handed. That's the engine that wobbles. And that was with a 2mm hole. Two mil, I think. Yes. Hatchet tools. I like them, they're quite good. Work well with my little drill. So that's good. Alright, patch those up now with a bit of glue. Keep them solid. I definitely have to fix that engine mount on that side. Okay, we'll pull that up there and we'll return to that in the next episode. As you see, progress is happening, so that's what it's about. And if you like what you're seeing, please press the like button or subscribe so that you know when the next one comes up. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.